sunset. The Christmas rush is through. But I still have one wish to make. A special one for you, Matthew Capitacasa.
Merry Christmas, darling.
There he is. There he is. The clock stuck December, and Matty Katz is singing the tune.
You are a part. It is true.
Skid's already got the... Oh, God. Can you feel it?
Great song for this year's Christmas music extravaganza that just began yesterday.
Or a month ago, a little over a month ago. For me, I've been living this. I'm loving it. I have only watched Hallmark movies and NFL football for the past month. That's it.
What hurts
one
more?
Makes you happy and one makes you angry.
Yeah. I don't enjoy football as much anymore. It's just kind of like, this isn't really doing it for me. There's nobody in the stands, and I'm just losing money every week. So that part hasn't changed, but the fans, you need that fan experience. So I just watch Hallmarks. I know what's going to happen. It's very formulaic. I'm in and out, feeling like $1 million. On to the next one. I'm staying up to like 2 a.m. just watching Hallmark movies every night. I can't get enough. Feels so good. How are you guys? You feeling the Christmas spirit?
Well, I might need a good Hallmark flick. I mean, what is the number one this year? What's the one that's really jumping out at you?
How can I even pick? Let me just check my Hallmark Christmas movie app that I have. It's right there.
Oh my God, he's not even joking.
Let's check out the list of the ones I've already watched. Oh man, Cranberry Christmas was delightful. I'm a big Nikki DeLoach fan. Christmas in Vienna was lovely. If you want some European flair. Let's see. I glom on to the actors and the actresses because they're all the same every year. Like Nikki DeLoach, she's in a bunch of them, and they reuse the actors. So sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's a Lacey Chabert. I've got to watch this one. I've got to watch the Christmas Waltz.
Lacey Chabert.
Oh, she does like 3 a year. She's fantastic. This one you might like, Skid. A Christmas Tree Grows in Colorado. That might be. That might be right up your alley. All the Godwink ones are great. You can't go wrong. Christmas with the Darlings. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's fantastic. They're all great. I don't know what it is. It's just like that feeling of opening a Hallmark card. Like, it's that for 2 hours. And even though there's like one moment of conflict towards the end that is immediately resolved before the final scene.
You don't want to get stressed out by conflict. You just want to relax.
Here's what gets me is that you are such a stickler for quality in all things, and you are you just run people down so hard if they're not the absolute best at what they do. And so, like, I see those movies and I just see like such mediocre acting, like such mediocre writing, and I'm like, I can't get into it. I'm surprised you, of all people, can like get absorbed in the fantasy and aren't so like distracted by, the I don't know, the artistry of it.
I think it's because what they're meant to be, they do perfectly. Do you know what I mean? Like if they had. De Niro in one of them, early De Niro, not phoning it in De Niro. Like it just wouldn't work. Like you need that. Like even when they have great actors on there, everybody's kind of toning it down for the Hallmark feel. So what they do perfectly, and I appreciate utter perfection in all things. I don't think it's bad to just ask to be perfect at all times and to read my mind. I'm really not asking too much. But I urge you to watch one.
I did get an early Christmas present.
Oh, really? What did you get?
Well, I'm a big Star Wars fan, and
are you?
I don't know if I've mentioned it ever, but
no, I didn't know that.
Star Wars fan, and when I was a kid, I remember going to see Empire Strikes Back in 1980 with my dad, and sitting in the balcony at the old Cooper Cameo Theater on Colorado Boulevard in Denver, and that scene where they're flying the snowspeeder looking for.
We've lost Skid.
Okay, we lost Skid,
the
totally.
best part of the story.
Yeah, it was just getting good.
What happened when they're on the snowspeeder?
It's a Christmas blizzard.
The way Joe was laughing, I thought he was still hearing him, and I was like,
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought he was like, "Oh, you've got to hear this."
Just hamming it up. Meanwhile,
Pure gold.
we just told that part of the story.
Can
The
you
show
hear me?
must go on.
Now we can.
You can't hear me?
Yeah,
no,
you
we
can
can
hear
hear
you
you
now.
now.
Oh, you do
can
hear
hear
me?
now.
Okay. Anyway, so I loved the snow speeder so much, and so I really wanted one because the Kenner had the toy, and it was more. I wanted it more than anything in the world, but for some reason, my mom, she liked to, parents like to teach little lessons, and she wanted to teach me a lesson. I guess in retrospect, you can't always get what you want. And we can't rely on Mick Jagger to teach that lesson to children. Parents had to do it themselves. So she was like, no, you're not getting a snowspeeder. And I was like, I really want one. I want this more than anything in the world. And she just would not get me one. And I wanted one so bad. My dad, to his credit, finally did get me one in secret. But anyway, Samantha knew that I loved this thing. And so she just sent me hold on. So this.
You got to.
"Oh my God,
God.
it's beautiful."
It's enormous.
It is. It's huge. This is the Black Series. This is amazing thing. It's like the detail on here is incredible.
Yeah, it looks kind of like beat up like they do. Like it's subjected to the environment of Hoth.
Yeah,
Do you have specific characters in the cockpit, or are they just generic Rebel pilots?
No, it comes with Dak Ralter,
Oh,
and then I bought a Luke Skywalker separately, and he's sitting there in the front.
That's amazing.
And it's just incredible. Like in the cockpit, there's a little the grenades that he throws in the AT-AT after he shoots himself up. There's little slots to fit the grenades into.
Oh, that's nice.
It's ridiculous.
amazing.
Man, that level of detail.
Boy,
Skid,
Skid, with something like that, I feel like I could take on the whole empire myself.
have you
I know
ever?
what you mean.
Did you ever play Assault on Hoth, the West End games that came out like 1988?
No.
I just saw a really in-depth, good review on it on that website Kotaku. I'll send it to you, but it's apparently like the best representation they've ever seen of that battle, like in any medium. They said like it's the best gaming experience ever. I got to send it to you because I know
kind of
you.
ring a bell. I wonder if I did see it.
Yeah, it does ring a bell to me as well. Now I want to Google it and see if I played it because I can remember like playing a game where you had to like go over to the AT-AT and shoot up at it, and then maybe I'm dreaming that. I wonder if that was Attack on Hoth. If so, that's what I want for Christmas.
Can I take an informal poll?
Yeah.
Who here pronounces it
I prefer
AT-AT?
a formal poll.
All right, well, we can formalize it. Maybe perhaps the chat can formalize it. But is it pronounced AT-AT or AT-AT?
It was always
I pronounce
AT-AT
it-
in my household.
It was always AT-AT when I was growing up.
I changed to AT-AT. I always said AT-AT, AT-ST, but now I just say AT-AT because
So
That's
then you
funny.
say
What do you say for the other one?
AT-ST.
No, you say AT-ST.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously, you don't hold to a convention. Consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds.
It's the ATSIT. The AT-AT, the ATSIT.
Yeah, it's it. The Scott
Speaking-
Adsit.
Speaking of the ATST and the Forest Speeder, it still stands out to me, our New Game Who Dis Star Wars game that you ran, Matthew. That scene with us on the Forest Speeders and the ATST, it's still like I just have such a clear memory of it. It was so crazy, like grabbing vines, jumping around, slicing up stormtroopers on speeders, everything. What a great experience! That was just a blast. You did a really good job putting me there. Felt like I was really there.
I've been itching to play that again now that I've been watching a little bit more of The Mandalorian. I'm still in season 1, but like now that there's just so many other stories happening in the universe, I'm like, I think I could dip back in and do a 45 episode campaign.
I mean, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, but there is a second part to that adventure, and was it requisitions officer? What was your class, Joe? What were you?
Quartermaster. I was going to say, is there a big quartermaster issue? Because I could handle it.
I mean, you now control the base. The quartermaster is all the more important.
Going to get a promotion. I was an intern at the start of that adventure.
I wonder if I still have Greg's jump check lying around here somewhere. I'll have to find him, dig him up, dust him off.
Oh.
Oh boy. Well, it's good to see you guys. Good to play some games. You know, we're winding down for the year. We've got a lot of stuff already in the can. One, so we can enjoy our holidays with our families, and two, in case this pandemic really keeps popping and we're forced to have to ramp down again. So we're not really playing that much anymore. It's good to be here with you guys playing Side Quest Side Sesh, because it's coming to an end. Once we finish Carrion Hill, we're taking Side Quest Side Sesh and putting it to the side so we can focus on our content, which returned last week, Glass Cannon Podcast, Androids and Aliens. Very exciting. And then, of course, we got new content coming out in 2021, including New Game Who Dis Live, which is going to be on Twitch starting first week of January. We got a lot going on, a lot to be excited about. But I'm excited to just play some Carrion Hill tonight, baby.
It was a good Cliffy, if memory serves. It's been a couple weeks, but it was a good Cliffy.
Yeah, I like Cliffies where I'm just kind of creating them out of a bunch of possibilities in my head in the moment. Like sometimes I have Cliffies pre-written. Other times it's like, all right, what is the ending of this episode? Okay, they're about to bed down. Like 10 minutes to the episode, I said, okay, I see where this ending is going to go. And that's I like being surprised by what gets inspired out of the session as well. But
you know what's interesting about that, I think, is that sometimes you can do that with something that you're not even fully prepared to execute on. You know what I mean? Like you can have like a great idea pop up near the end of a session and not have it really fully planned, but just do it. And then you've got a week to prep it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fun way for a GM to keep it spicy for them too.
I think I said this on Cannon Fodder a few weeks ago that like I'm of the mind, if like you have a great idea, even if you don't know how it all plays out, just do it and figure it out later. You know, you don't want to end up like Lost, where you're like just going to all these great ideas and then you've got to tie things together in one crazy season where you're like, wait, that wasn't really explained. But I feel like if you got a great idea, go with it, and then you can always figure out the aftermath later. But you guys wiped out the asylum. You took out Keeper Crove. 1 keeper down, 2 to go. Actually, 3 keepers down, because 2 you found dead in the Sunless Grove. You know you need to find and kill these other 2 keepers in order to weaken this abomination that has been summoned from within the Dark Tapestry, from within the Outer Realm. So it is of utmost importance to find them and find them quick. And so after you come back from the asylum and you're resting, you're woken up by the same sound that you heard when Crove died, this rumbling, this shaking. You look out the window and see yet another building just implode on itself well into the distance. That times 100 is basically what you hear. It just shakes the whole city. What are you going to do? You're going to rush down there in your nightgown and your panties? Or are you going to just say, okay, we've got a plan.
Ma in her kerchief and I in my cap.
When I was a kid, I didn't know what the sash was. I thought threw up the sash was like a thing he did. He opened the window and was like, ugh. He threw up the sash. Because the book that I had,
so much sash for dinner that night.
I'm talking like little kid. I'm reading and I was like, what the fuck is a sash? And then in the book that I had, when he threw the thing up, there was like this little beads of liquid near his mouth, and I was like, oh, that must be the sash. He was so excited. I guess when you open windows in the night, you vomit a little. And I always thought threw up the sash.
Anyways. There's a lot of big words in that poem. Like for a little kid, you know, it'd be like giving objects what is the luster of midday to objects below. You know what I mean? It's just I don't really quite get it, but when you're an adult, you can picture it. It's really well worded. Good poem.
Read it to Archer 40 times since November 1st.
God. Then it's not going to be special anymore.
I'm going to weed him off Halloween. He's still singing, this is Halloween, this is Halloween. Like it's December. Come on. Thanksgiving's over.
Man.
But yeah, so you look out the window, you see this. Are you guys sticking to the plan? And what is the plan? Let's go to the map. Let's take a look at old Carrion.
I'd like to look at a map before I make any plans, please.
That's smart. I bet you're a big map guy, even though people use phones for trips now. I bet you're like, oh no, I
pull it out, unfold it, stop at the gas station. Could you tell me where Highway 405 is?
There used to be a sarsaparilla stand here. All right, so look at where you are. You're up here in Crown Manor, okay? And then you went to Krove's Asylum over. Yeah. You see that destruction happen sort of like here-ish. So, south of the Slipper Market, almost midway between Elmway Church and Ruppin's Vats, which are your two other leads. You pretty much, those are the only leads you have. You were able to figure out everything about the keepers, except you didn't quite know enough about Marchand, but then you talked to him when you spoke with Dead, and you didn't know much about Hyde, but that you found out that one of the other keepers would often come to town and hang out with his buddy Hyde at the Elmway Church. So that's what you got. What do you want to do as you close your robes as the wind howls in at your naked breast?
Are we legally arrested?
You are legally arrested right now.
My answer.
As of now.
It's over the hill. Still raining out. The rain has not stopped since you came in the vicinity, the swampy outskirts of Carrion Hill. It's still raining. It'll change from like pouring downpour to that trickle that you hear on the roof, like little footsteps, perhaps reindeer.
8 tiny reindeer?
Baby.
It's an emissary of the old ones. Heading up home. Through the flu. Kill it. Don't let it flu.
Could you imagine a Lovecraftian take on The Night Before Christmas? Like Papa is like read in on the most esoteric order of whatever, and he's there to fight off. He's like, Mama, get your kerchief off. We have to kill the elf. Jolly. He's only pretending to be jolly.
The old one. He is always watching. Every day. Always watching.
He brings tidings, brother.
So Johnny he's out. He's totally naked except for his towel. He's standing out. He was so shocked that he just came running inside.
Big towel.
Yeah.
And it's around his neck.
Yeah, it's around his neck. It's not. What's going on? Did you guys hear that?
Johnny, for God's sakes, put some clothes on.
Oh.
Cover yourself, man.
Quickly puts the towel around his waist.
Sorry. It is as I feared. They have come again. It has come again. I hope not too many have died.
We should do something, shouldn't we?
I don't know. If we go too hastily, we might fall under its power. We know we cannot face it, toe to toe.
Wait, let me get my suit. And he runs up back to his room to rapidly don his chainmail.
Yeah, there is no saving those which it decides to take. There is no medicine that could help them. They will be beyond us. No, we must advance as quickly as possible to its next target. It is trying to search for it. Clearly it has not found him. Either of them, perhaps.
So what is the next target?
We could go to the Elmway Church. Who did we read was there? Was it Maya? Is Maya there?
Keeper Hive, I believe, is at the church, brother.
Yes, of course you are correct. I mixed them up. Keep a hive at the church. The church is nearby. It's on this part of the island, I believe. We could approach that. But I don't feel myself.
Baskerwell was the hunchback hermit druid who lived in the Rythe, and he would come into town to stay with Arland Hive at the Elmway Church. But you don't know anything else about Hive yet.
Right. But I'm afraid, even with the rest, I had hoped to feel better, but I still do not feel myself. Something is amiss. And he still has that 1 point of wisdom drain. Drain! Bro.
Drain. Insane in the mem drain.
The mayor said he would put out word for perhaps a healer in town somewhere. I'll have to ask him if anyone has come calling in the night.
You still sound uncharacteristically stupid.
Yes.
I can only pray to Shaylin that help come.
Yeah, other than that, I had said, I think I said it last time, but I wanted to describe some scrolls before he went to bed. And we have those. We have the money for it. So I just wanted to get 3 scrolls. So just FYI. For the record, I scribed a scroll of Burst of Radiance, a scroll of Delay Poison, and a scroll of Remove Curse because of what happened to me.
Good scrolls. Good scrolls.
Though I'm sure this is the last Remove Curse. We've already seen it, but who knows? Good to have it just in case.
And what do you need from a potential healer?
Casting of Restoration, which did a little research on this. About 2 weeks off. You need a 7th level caster to cast it, divine caster, and it would cost 280 gold pieces to get that casting done. Unless they were willing to do a little bargain because we're trying to save the town.
Right. Well, I did some thinking about this, and I thought Carrion Hill is going to be a place that has these type of divine casters about, because this shit's probably happening all the time.
Yeah, I mean, if they're just handing out free potions of lesser restoration like it's nothing.
Right. You know, a couple wild teens go roaming around beneath Carrion Hill. They come out, one of them's missing a face. You need these casters around to fix things. But there's a lot happening in Carrion Hill right now. They may not be available for you.
They might have already oh my God. My brain doesn't work when we're live.
Died.
Used all their spells?
Fled.
Left.
Fled.
Might have left.
Evacuated. That was the word. They may have already evacuated.
They may have evacuated.
Yeah,
or fleed. They may have flees. Either way, I'm going to say there's an 80% chance that you can get.
Oh, wow. That is.
But I think it's only fair that you roll it.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
That way it's out of my hands. 80%. That's great.
How could he miss?
So let's see.
Could I use a bit of luck on this for Joe?
Bit of luck. Let me see. What would the number be? 81 or higher is a fail, or no, 20 or lower?
20 or lower would be like, that would make it like a mischance.
Yeah. All right. So 20 or lower. Sorry, they flee.
And remember, last time I missed twice of the concealment in the poison gas. All right.
I think you got this.
I think I got it.
I just want to leave it in your hands.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. I can't fucking believe
No, dude.
I can't fucking believe you, LaValle. You are such a slick operator. I rolled a 9.
No.
0, 0, 9. Out of 100. God damn it!
Oh, surely not.
I was thinking about it today. I'm like, I'm just gonna let him roll it because the odds are so in his favor.
So ridiculous.
It'd be amazing.
And
really
I mean, just
screws you. You get a -1 to your will save. Your
and it's
checks.
My primary casting thing. Even though I didn't put everything into my casting, it's essentially a -1 to will saves, -1 to perception, -1 to sense motive, -1 to take your pick. Oh, it's 1 less domain ability per day, 1 less on all spell DCs. Dude, it's a beast to hit a cleric with wisdom drain.
Yeah, the mayor's like, I'm so sorry, but they've all fled. One evacuated and the other got fleas.
And I certainly do not want fleas. I want to be nowhere near that filthy creature.
Sorry. Yes. But I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'll have to muddle along.
Until then, you'll have to muddle through.
Yes.
Somehow.
Yes.
Brother, let me be your common sense.
Thank you, Johnny. I knew there was a reason fate brought us together.
Yes, I'll be the little Jiminy Cricket instead of conscience. It's just common sense. Here, mount me on your shoulder.
Oh my God, that's perfect. I wish you would have said that before. Now I can picture Johnny Halfling with elbow bear, leather jacket or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And torn up pants and the Jiminy Cricket, the hobo vibe.
Is it a hobo?
What?
He's got the top hat that's ripped open and
Is he? What Jiminy Cricket are you watching?
Yeah.
I think so, doesn't he? He's got
I don't think he's disheveled or anything.
the clothing of the time.
He looks pretty dapper in every picture that I'm looking at.
Is he?
He's absolutely.
Maybe your parents were showing you the beat up Jiminy Cricket. Johnny Cricket.
They're like, this is what a hobo looks like, son.
The Philly Jiminy Cricket. Johnny Cricket. I see one picture of him looking like a tramp.
You're right. He does look dapper. I'm sorry. I thought of it wrong. I wonder what I'm thinking of. Yeah, he's got the high white collar and everything.
Yeah, no, he's a member of the bourgeoisie.
Oh, no, I see it. It's at a different point. He's got patches on the jacket. He's got a patch on his hat, and the hat is ripped open.
Oh.
That was a Great Depression Jiminy Cricket.
Yes, yeah.
It was a tough time for all Jiminy's.
I don't even know what to say to all this entire conversation.
Yeah,
I
there
think
he
it's
is.
maybe when he first finds him. Yeah, I mean that's dapper Jiminy. That was when he turned it all around. But there was the days that he was stuck on the brown liquor. I couldn't kick it.
Using it with Oliver Twist? I don't understand.
I'm looking at the picture right now. I mean, I wish I could share. I wish I could.
In your
show
defense, there is one out of 1,000 pictures where Jiminy looks like he fell on hard times.
He's got the fingerless gloves, like the torn fingerless gloves.
This is the exception that proves the rule, Joe. It is clear that he is a dapper gentleman.
I don't even know what to Google for this. I typed down Jiminy Cricket busted hat, and then Jiminy Cricket run down.
Jiminy Cricket run down.
I'm just getting pictures of very frightening Jiminy Cricket costumes.
If you
Oh my God,
type in,
in the original story, Pinocchio killed Jiminy Cricket, got his feet burned off, and was hanged and left for dead. Did you know this?
I knew it was messed up. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, Disney would take these dark, twisted fairy tales and sweeten them up a little bit. But originally Pinocchio killed him.
Pinocchio is also unusual. It's not a Grimm's fairy tale. It's an Italian story originally, I believe.
Yeah,
It is true.
Um,
It is true.
Matthew had it read to him every single night before bed.
I was able to find this tramp-like Jiminy Cricket by typing in Jiminy Cricket alcoholic into Google. But I also found a recipe for Jiminy's Conscience, the green grasshopper martini. So looking forward to that a little later
We're
on.
way off the rails, but to connect it back to Christmas, in Mickey's Christmas Carol, he does play the ghost of Christmas past, and he's fantastic in that. Moving along. The mayor is like, I'm sorry, we don't have someone that can help you regain your drained faculties, but I'm sure you heard what happened. This thing it's getting closer, and I do not know if it would even come to Crown Manor. I don't know what it wants, how it's choosing its victims, but it must be stopped. With one of these keepers down, is it your intention to go find and dispose of the other two?
Yes, that is our plan. If we can find them, we will dispose of them. They all must pay for their crimes.
Also, it will save you all from, certain death.
Yes, that is the thing I'm most interested in. Do you know where you're going to go next?
Well, there are some wise words I think we should adhere to in just this moment. They are, I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong. The bells are gonna chime. So pull out the stopper. Let's have a whopper. And get me to the church on time.
Who said that?
Well spoken.
Alfred P. Doolittle. From the musical My Fair Lady. Let's go to the church. Is my
All right, the church, yes.
So the church.
So it's the church you're going to go to. All right, then. Looking back at this map here, you are going to make your way from Crown Manor back in the direction of Crow's Asylum to Elmway Church. Are you doing anything along the way? Are you just kind of beelining? What do you think?
I sing "Get Me to the Church on Time" as we go.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Even though it's just like.
Can we swing past where we heard that horrible noise coming from?
Yeah. Yeah, so if you head that way, still raining. It's crack of dawn. Sun started to rise, but it's really just given a gray glow to everything. You make your way down these streets. You're kind of going down the street that you went up when you first approached Crown Manor, and eventually you see a bunch of people gathered, mostly crows. You cut down a side street. It's not long before you see another building completely imploded on itself. Looks similar to Old Man Martian's place that you first investigated in the Slipper Market, but this building there's nothing left to it. It's not like there's ruins you could walk in. It's just a hole in the ground with chunks of timbers lying about.
We do a general perception check on it. Rafa will walk up to the edge and kind of peer in as he's peered into the depths of past societies. We've already been underneath the very foundations of the city to see what lies in the past. He's looking for anything unusual or another passageway or signs of construction.
Okay, roll a perception.
16 on the die for a 24.
You look down into the hole, and the crows see you, and one of them's like, "Oh, no, you can't come this way." And the other guy's like, "No, they're the ones that are working on this." The guy's like, all right, please, anything we can help you with?" And so you just kind of, all right, yeah. You look down, and you see that black slime kind of ringing the edge of where the foundation of this modest house was. And you look into the hole, and you can see like parts of probably the first or even second floor all destroyed and hanging at odd angles into this hole that looks like it just keeps going straight down into the earth. And you look past where there was probably a basement level, and you see the beginnings of like another building that was probably there centuries ago, but was just buried and built over, like everything in Carrion Hill. It looks like maybe it was a roof of a museum, maybe a church. It looks regal, but I mean, there's nothing you could do to like get into it. It's just like the beginnings of a roof that don't match what this house would be. Does that make sense?
Yes, and then Rafa, upon seeing this and realizing there's nothing to be done besides pursue the keepers, turns to the guards and say, "Were there any survivors?"
No, we haven't seen any. Whatever did this, if it was the same thing, it took everyone with them straight into the ground.
It's unfortunate. Well, be safe. Keep an ear to the ground. We're on our way to hopefully solve this problem for you. Stay strong, Crow.
Thank you, professional wrestler.
Yeah, I was gonna say, stay strong, Crow.
He has a name.
You know, it's raining out, and you're wearing a half shirt.
Do you like how I look in it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then he flexes. Yeah.
All right, so you leave there and you head to the church.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And all the while, Zakari is just saying prayers under his breath for the deceased, and just sort of asking what can be done with such horrific damage to the body. You know what I mean? Is there any healing damage like this? He's never seen anything like it, and so he's just looking to his God for any kind of guidance on it. Never seen anything like it.
So you guys continue going towards the church. You're not that far at this point. What do you know about the church? You know that what the mayor said, at least, is it used to be a church a long time ago. Now it really isn't a church anymore. Sometimes people still gather there to worship, but it's been like a hideout. It's been a museum. It's been a place for smugglers and thieves to hang out, guards. Very, very seldomly is it actually a church. That's what you know. Perfect place for a scumbag like one of these keepers to spend his or her time. You get there and you see this church. It looks like a small church you'd see on the Freedom Trail in Boston.
Old North Church.
Yeah, like the Old North Church. Even more modest than that. You see the symbols of Araden, similar to what you saw beneath Marshan's house in the Slipper Market. So obviously this was a temple of Araden at one point. You knew that the Taldans were very linked to Araden, the ones that settled Carrion Hill long ago. And there's a door. Want to go to the map?
Let's go to the map.
Yeah, let's go to the map.
Let's go to the old map. Let me make sure that I have Fog of War on the map. Now I'll bring you to the map.
Could you bring your notes to the player level, please? Thank you.
I put you there sort of on the north side of the church, but there are two doors entering the church on the south.
Are there windows along the outside, stained glass perhaps?
There are, depicting Araden, various Araden poses.
Araden Johns?
Yeah, Araden. It's mostly Araden flexing. Doing like Schwarzenegger flexes from
Araden in various states of undress.
Just a Speedo, really showing off the goods.
I can see why they worshipped him, brother.
Well, of course, that specimen was able to cross the bridge. All right. I'd like to look in the window, see if I can see through the stained glass at all. I'll go right up to it and look in.
Look through, and it's so fogged up from like a layer of dust on the other side, you think you really can't make anything out. If you stand there and really stare, you don't see any movement, but you can't really make out what's on the other side. Maybe some pews, statues. It's hard to tell. It's very clearly whoever's been using it hasn't cleaned the windows.
Zakaria will start walking up around the side of the church. Again, just kind of like looking towards the windows as he's coming around. I'll come around to the front door. Well,
Wait for
one
me,
of the
Zakaria.
front
You might do something stupid.
I can't see anything. Johnny, help me. Can I do a perception on the door? Just looking for any danger. If someone was expecting visitors they didn't want. That is a 20.
20. Perception on the door. The door appears to be unlocked, and you don't hear anything behind it.
Okay. Raffo, get down here. What are you doing?
Oh, I was just
Stop staring at his
I was
muscles.
admiring the stain. Sorry, I'm coming. All right, brother. Do you want to do a two doors at once kind of scenario, or?
No, just go in.
All right.
You passed through it.
I'll do it.
How
That
did you
sounds
do
like
that?
fun.
Vern.
Yeah,
Vern
that
goes
is more
out the other
Vern
door.
speed.
Vern's feeling feisty today. I like it. So, Raffo
How do we do this?
says just above the volume of the rain. 3, 2.
Do we go on one or after one?
After 1. And then they open the doors invariably at exactly the wrong time.
Yeah,
Off by
Rafa
1
opens
second.
his, and then Varian. And you see a little arrow-shaped room. It's cold inside. It's cold out, but it's cold inside as well. Whatever insulation used to keep this place warm has worn away over time, and the place is not being used for what it was originally meant for. It's damp in there. You see 2 man-sized statues standing to each side of the room in the back of the church, and they're both draped with gray sheets. And there's dozens of sagging bookshelves standing along the walls, along with a stone altar that looks like it's been converted into a table.
Is the roof leaking at all? Is there water dripping down?
There, you'll see it's not like a steady stream of water. From time to time, you'll see drip, drip. There are some puddles. The whole room just feels damp, like wet wood. It's got that
Musty smell.
Yeah, musty smell and feel to it.
And it's after dawn now? If it's
Yeah.
the morning?
About 6:30, 6:45 in the morning.
Picturing this.
Yeah. Gonna come in from the rain. It's pouring down on you.
Yeah.
We didn't run into Tarek on the street, did we? Because he's called the early riser. He's always up before everyone.
He is, but I guess this wasn't his part of town.
Oh, got it.
He just hangs out in the sliver market watching, drinking his coffee.
He may not be getting up so early right now, considering we have all his stash.
Yeah, he's got to be tweaking.
He's strung out.
Where's my stuff?
Where's my shit?
What do you want to do in this old wet church?
Perception check?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
do it.
13.
15. However,
20.
if there are haunts or incorporeal creatures, suscept them to.
Okay. There are neither.
So you say.
Raffo and Vern, you just see books. Hundreds and hundreds of tomes. Not really books, like thick, leather-bound tomes on all of these shelves. And Zakari, you start to dig in a little bit more. This is more in your wheelhouse. They look like they're mainly focused on history, like focusing on the last 2,000 years of Ustalavian history. If you pick one up and start reading it, they look to be pretty comprehensive about each subject that they focus on. If you or any of you were an Ustalavian scholar, you would think you could find almost any bit of info about the history of Ustalav that you wanted, but without being more familiar with these texts, you wouldn't even know where to start if there was something specific that you're looking for, which, there is and there isn't. You're looking for this monster that's come from the Dark Tapestry. If you're trying to find out, well, maybe it has a connection to Ustalav, you wouldn't even know where to start looking at this massive library.
Interesting.
Well,
Check the door.
yeah, without having any place to go off of that, too many books, he'll open up the western door, Rafa will.
Too many books, too many books. You open up the western door, you see a small room with another door to the north. It looks like a storage room. There's some food that is still fresh, water, lamp oil, ink, a quill, paper, and just some other mundane supplies that look like they've been used very recently.
Very recently, and Rafa just puts his finger to his lips to tell everyone to be quiet after seeing these objects, and will stealthily try to open the next door with a 10, so not very stealthily at all.
Bang! You slam the door open on its hinges, and it crumbles under your massive, unstealthy hands. the leaking in this room is much worse than the small little leaks that you've seen throughout the sanctuary. You look up and the roof is like completely destroyed in here, and there's the western 5-foot corner of the room is just a 4-inch pool of water that just it looks like it's just constantly being filled and draining out the wall into the alleyway outside.
So I would like to detect magic.
Okay.
I'm just gonna waft it over the whole church. See if there's any magical auras coming from anything up near the altar or in the room we haven't opened yet.
Okay.
Or in the room we have opened.
Just feel out, detect magic. Feel like you're feeling something, then it goes away. Feel it again. It goes away. There's nothing.
Vern will open the door to the east.
Vern will open the door to the east.
He'll reach up.
East
All right.
alive?
East alive. You open the door to the east. It's a bedroom, small little bedroom with a cot. There's an end table and a reading lamp.
Perception check to search the room.
Okay.
20.
Only thing that sticks out to you, there's a book on the nightstand that is open. And if you look at it, it's a book that's like chronicling the life of an alchemist who served under the Whispering Tyrant.
Oh, wow.
I take it.
It's like an autobiography / journal. You take it.
I take it. And okay. I see. It looks like there's a door. I guess Verdon wouldn't know this, but there's a door around the corner to access that last bit of fog of ward.
Yeah, past just to the south of that statue that's covered. So, you want to go over there and give that an open?
Yeah.
Okay. It's locked.
We have a locked door. Can anyone assist me? If
Johnny.
not, I have a strategy.
Johnny wanders over to the altar and gives it a good look over. 17 perception.
17 perception on the altar. As I mentioned, it looks like it's just been converted into a secular table now. There's no telling what once was done here. Was there sacrifices in the name of Aridin? You don't know. It's not like bloodstains or anything. You do see little bits of powder, like residue. That's about it. It's nothing you really recognize.
Johnny takes a little tip of his pinky finger and dips it in there and taste it.
It's vile. It makes you feel sick a little bit.
Yeah, yo. And it's cut pretty bad.
This really struck me. This Johnny. Yeah. It's cut pretty bad. Like this all of a sudden Delta Green.
Can Vern, you said the statue is covered by a sheet?
Yeah.
Vern will yank the sheet off of the statue.
You yank the sheet off of the statue, and it is another statue of what you would assume would be Aridin, but there's no face to it, you know what I mean? Like, it's just this, no one really
statue.
Yeah, no one really knows too much about how it all went down, so it's like everyone has their own interpretation, you think, and so this one has been kind of ravaged by time, but it's an heroic statue of Aridin, you would think, but nothing telling about it.
Perception check to see if there's any kind of secret mechanism, or if it's covering up a trap door or something like that. 19.
No, you don't see anything.
Can Raffo also, because he never did, do a perception check on the room with the supplies and the room with the water going in? I think we just opened the door and had general description. Just looking for anything unusual.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, you slosh around that little pool of water there and you just see it filtering out through a crack, but nothing else of import.
Got it.
Sicario will do the same thing on the other statue.
Pull that one down, and it's just again a man. He's holding a sword and a shield. This one has a little bit more of a face. There's like a Fu Manchu type beard, very pointed features, and wearing some sort of not a headdress, but like a hat with a spike on it. Very regal, standing there.
Knowledge. Religion?
Sure.
15?
20 for Vern.
Yeah, it's a common depiction of Aridin.
Oh, really? Spiked helmet.
Aridin has a Fu Manchu.
A Fu Manchu and a spiked helmet. Aridin.
Aridin.
We are talking about Aridin.
Yes.
The god of humans.
The last Aslanti. Spiked helmet. Fu Manchu.
Yes. Don't forget about the 12 guises of Aridin. He walked the world in disguise. But yeah, if you Google like a picture of Aridin, you'll see that picture.
Vern Googles a picture of Aridin.
Sure enough. You go over to Johnny, he's doing a line off the altar.
Does anyone have the ability to pick a lock? If not, I have a strategy.
Well, sorry, I want to do a perception check on the statue for switches, hidden triggers, anything. Natural one. Awesome. 10.
Natty 19.
Nothing. Yeah.
And then before we pick the lock, I'm going to do another perception on the area of the altar, not the table, but the dais on which everything is. So the steps, around the seams, just to see if there's anything tricky. It's a 12.
No, nothing tricky.
Nothing tricky. Okay. No, I do not have the ability to pick a lock.
I don't ordinarily, but for some reason I'm full of confidence right now. So I'm going to give it a shot.
Johnny is going to give it a shot.
And he's just no, I can do this. And he starts working on it.
Oh, lost you again, Skid. Mic reset. Mic reboot.
We'll never know what he
What
rolled.
did he do?
Lie about your roll. Now's your chance.
Skid, email us.
All right. I don't know what to do.
Wait, we can probably hear him now. Usually there's like a second.
There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Great.
What'd you roll?
What's your roll?
I didn't know. It was a joke.
It was
Oh.
Thanks, Internet.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Vern, he doesn't like to do this, but he does he can call for help if he needs to. It'll take an hour, but he'll be able to pick the lock after that.
In an hour.
In an hour. So if we want to take the hour, he can do it. Otherwise, we should try to force the door.
Only if we can do it in real time.
Great. Well, I have to perform a seance, so we could make it a thing.
We'll see you next week.
Rafa is happy to step in between the seance and Vern and dash the door open with his foot. Strength check?
You can do that. Yeah, it's a wooden door.
Shit, I rolled a 16 on that perception. I wish I had saved it for this. Come on, baby. Okay. Total of a 13 strength check.
All right, so if you're like, I can do this, it'll take an hour. Seance Rafa's like, and just boom, you kick it, and you make a dent in it, and you just keep kicking away at it. Eventually, you break it down. You do make a lot of noise in the process.
No more noise than the terrible creature from below, so I'm happy to have done it.
And you open the door, and you see a room that is empty, except for the outline of a wooden trap door set in the floor.
Whoa.
That looks like a pretty recent addition to the building's older architecture that you've seen since you've walked in. What do you do?
Oh, hell yeah.
Rafa will fling it open. I mean, there's already been noise to be had up there, so he's trying to get down there quickly, actually, in case someone heard him.
Fling the door open, and you see a ladder descending down into darkness.
Rafa will light a torch and drop the torch down to see how far it goes.
Goes about 20, 25 feet. Lands, and you just see like a rock floor. That torch illuminating cave walls.
Rafa will jump directly down without touching the ladder and roll an acrobatics check to stop fall damage. Total of a 22. I believe I passed the DC for.
It's
25.
DC 15, and it's for half damage.
Cool. So
half
2d6?
damage, but you don't land prone. Right, you land on your feet. Yeah, so that's going to be actually 4 points of damage.
That's halved already?
Yeah, that's half. It would have been 9. So you just you feel that, you know, when you jump now at this age from a high place, like, why didn't that hurt when I was 14? That's what
no, I don't know, because I don't jump anymore.
You don't jump 10 feet
stopped
down?
jumping years ago.
Test it out. Jump is fun.
So Gwen has been taking dance class, ballet class, and so she came home today, and she was like, looked at him jumping, and she was like jumping up in the air, and she goes, how high can you jump? And Aaron just deadpan goes, about that high. about how high my 4-year-old jumped. I was like, that is unkind. I've got a 4-foot vertical.
I'm going to throw Raffo onto this little side map over here. Gung-gung-gung.
Shug-gung-gung-gung-gung.
Side quest side map?
Side quest
side map.
I got that side quest side map.
Now available. Officially licensed side quest side maps. For all of your side questing needs.
Rafa, you're down there. You see that this large, because it looks like it stretches although low-ceilinged chamber might have once been part of a basement or a sub-cellar of the church. But you remember that the trap door looked fairly new compared to the rest of the architecture. Either way, the worked stone walls that are surrounding you have long since crumbled to just reveal uneven stone beyond. It's low light in here. Do you have no, you're human, right?
I drop that torch down, and as soon as I land right next to it, I pick it up off the ground and I start moving forward.
All right, so you pick it up off the ground and you start moving forward. As you move forward, you see up ahead.
Hold on a second. I'm going to start climbing down the ladder. If he's walking,
I'm not
away
moving
from
like 30
sight.
feet forward. I'm moving like 5
Right,
or 10
just
feet
kind of
forward.
going up forward and checking it out while the rest of your party
Coming
slowly
down.
joins you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you move forward, what, 5-10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll reveal it in a second, but you see a sunken area in the center of the room containing a small pool of stagnant water that reaches around a single pillar of rock that appears to be supporting the ceiling that's 20 feet above. Beyond that, as the light from the torch flickers off the water and casts shadows throughout the rest of the room, you can see that the tunnel stretches on further to the south, and there are tables both to the southwest and the northeast, cluttered with what appears to be alchemical equipment and more pillars. So you guys all get in the room. I'll reveal a little bit more to you. Ravo!
Did you just say the table is covered in pillars?
No, the table's covered in alchemical equipment, and there are also pillars.
I was like, that's some table.
That's table. That pillar there that is revealed to you is the one that appears to be holding up the ceiling.
And you say pillar, so these are man-made structures, not like...
Appear to be.
Okay.
Yeah, but like they were so worn from time, it's hard to tell.
Okay. What do you say, Zakari? Can I head forward?
Yes. Move carefully, and I will stay right behind you.
Okay. Before you get even that far, once you get to right here, Raffo, so about 5-10 feet away from that first pillar that was in front of you when you jumped down from the trap door, you hear as arrows come flying at you. Everyone roll for initiative.
Oh, dear me.
Dear me. Give me a perception check there, Rafa.
2 for a 10.
Time for a round that I can't think the name of. What is the round
Surprise
that
round?
goes before the surprise round? I could not think of the phrase surprise round. What is wrong with me? I was
You
like,
gotta evacuate, surprise.
I
secret
couldn't
round.
think of the word evacuate.
I was like, there's gonna be a secret round. God, my brain.
Just whatever you do,
Gone.
don't jump later, or else your brain will fall out of your head.
I got Vince Guaraldi on the brain. Rafa, what'd you roll for an ish?
Total of a 12.
12, brother. What about you, Vern?
Vern got a 13.
Ooh. Hey, go Vern.
Zakari.
16 for
16.
Zakari. Good
Johnny
roll.
Hap.
Johnny Hapley got a 13 as well, and his bonus is +7.
My bonus is +3. You go first.
Ooh, baby. Okay. Here's what's going to happen here. Behind the pillar, you see a figure step out. Figure looks like he's got this sweet crossbow situation. And
Oh shit, that dude's got a sweet crossbow situation.
He's got long hair,
He's from New
and
Jersey.
it looks like he has like a not like a bandana, but let's just say a bandana like wrapped around his mouth.
Okay.
Cover your mouth.
Mm.
Cover your mouth.
And he fires a crossbow at you.
A balaclava?
I don't baklava? Yes, baklava covered all over his face. No, it's like that. When I show you the picture of him,
Disarm him.
you'll see. This is going to be against flat-footed AC. Does a natural 20 hit your flat-footed AC?
Oh no 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 no. He said.
yes, brother.
All right, to confirm. Wow. And it crits 19 to 20. That's going to confirm, I think, with a 27.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my God, we can't have that happening
but
to
it's,
Rafa.
he's not a named character if he's not even if he's covered in baklava.
He is a named character, and his name is Johnny Baklava.
Oh no! What a horrible.
Johnny Hapling's rival singer from back in his nightclub days. No, it is a named character. So,
You guys both were doing the borscht belt for all the retirees.
Oh no,
It's a pony.
it's
Was his
Baklava!
agent. He was his agent. I hated them both.
You know what? I will just show you. I think I can shift Z this dude once I get him on the screen. But Joe, let me hear this sweet crit.
Okay, this one comes from Nick in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh.
Oh, Nick.
What's up, Nick? It's called Healthcare Shortage. Adventuring is long and arduous, and some wounds never fully heal. Your target is struck with such force and accuracy that you deal triple damage, and the target cannot be healed, magically or otherwise, for 1d4 rounds.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's one of the harshest ones
That's
for a PC
really
to
bad.
pull in a
That's-
long time.
That's harsh.
That's a 4 on the D4, so he can't be magically healed for 4 rounds.
God.
So it's triple damage, and he gets sneak attack damage. This is actually going to be pretty chunky to
But
start
that
things
sneak
off.
attack will stay the same because
Sneak attack will stay the same.
And crossbows ×2 ordinarily, right? Not times
Yes.
Yes.
So it is just triple, not quadruple damage.
Let me show you this dude first.
Oh my God, dude! This is
Oh.
very, very, very bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool
Look at that
art.
sweet scimitar situation.
Yeah, it's
What would
also
you
good
call
to know
that?
he also has a sweet scimitar situation. So should we approach close, he's going to switch it up.
I know that's what's bad about using.
I call that like
Does it
a.
look like a bow?
I call that an S&M like bondage restraint is what he's wearing, really, to be frank.
Right. It
with
looks
you.
like it has like runes or symbols on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a band around his mouth, and he fires and lands true. And this is going to do some damage. Let's see. Okay. All right. That's going to be 11 regular, not bad. And then sneak
bad at all.
attack damage is going to be another 9. So 20 points of damage.
Oh,
Right
I
off.
thought it would be way worse. Back roll really low.
Yeah, I did.
Was
I
it
did
3d8?
Yeah, it was 3d8 plus 3d6, 20 points of damage. That's not great. There were no 8s or 6s.
Still, it's, you know,
Not being able to
regardless
heal.
of that damage, no damage can be magically healed for 4 rounds. And we're all clerics. Like, we could easily keep them up. This is
Well, the worst
crazy.
part of that is now the surprise round is over and it's his turn.
That is bad. That is
So-
a bad part.
Oh, man.
Let me put him in. You guys can't see him, so let me reveal him to you. Da, 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 dee, da, da, da. I think your torch is going to give you enough light to see him there. Round 1, now he's just going to fire at you again. Why not? Worked so well the first time. Ooh, I thought it was going to be another one. This is still flat-footed. It's going to be a 19 to hit.
Precisely my flat-footed AC, good sir.
That is going to be 1d8 plus another 3d6 for the sneak attack, John.
Oh, jeez, man.
So that's going to be 1 on a d8. If that was Joe, it would have been a 16 on a d8. So 1 point regular, and then
How did you roll a 10 on a d8?
and then I rolled 2 1s on the sneak attack. So a
Wow.
7 on the sneak attack. God, that's so brutal. That should have been a lot higher. Anyways, so he will fire that crossbow off, and then he will sneak back behind that pillar there. Moving right along, it is Zakari's turn.
Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Are we going to say that I know he can't be magically healed?
Yeah.
Because, like, why would I know that?
Yeah,
But I don't want to waste a spell in a round that seems
that's-
so awful.
that's like metagaming, but it's metagaming because it's lame not to. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a way to play. I wonder what our Amber Die friends would do. Like, no, you don't know.
Well, Amber
Right.
Dye would never use a crit like that.
That's
That is true. That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think of like
Well
an
put, Skip.
example, like how you would know. There'd be no way you would know. But man, that is a lame. That's real dedication to the part, Joe. If you want to do that, you know what? I support it if you want to. That's the kind of dedication that might earn you a bottle cap. So it's kind of a win-win, just for you, Rocco.
All right. I am
You have
going.
more
to-
wisdom.
Yeah, exactly. Heal a point of wisdom drain. I am going to reach out and say, "Close on him, Rafa. Quickly, he's only got a crossbow." And I am going to touch Rafa with a touch of good.
Nice.
So +2 to hit and saving throws and everything for a round.
Okay. Do you want to move at all, or did you move to get up to him?
Yes, I do want to move. I'm going to. I gotta kind of stay in Rafo's light, so I'm going to move. None of this is difficult terrain. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so
The water.
I will,
I'll say the water is, but
I will move up about 5 feet past Rafo, but on the other side of the cavern.
okay. All right, Johnny Halfling.
All right, Johnny Halfling, you hear this ghostly music start to fill this shadowy space. Everybody?
Oh no.
Don't tell him.
The one time. Listen to the podcast version.
Yes, exactly. That one goes out to the podcast crowd. Sorry, live stream crowd. Skid, your mic is muted, and we didn't hear any of it. But I'm sure it got on your recording.
Now I can't wait to listen to the recording.
Yeah,
I know. Now I want to listen to the show.
Of course, it has to happen on one of the best parts.
Great. Not frustrating.
Did you inspire
Funny that
courage?
it would go out again right then. That's
Right then, and no other time. What actually happened? Was it an inspired courage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone is so inspired by that song.
How can you deny it? How can you deny that inspiration?
I'm just not going to say anything for the rest of the night.
It's so depressing.
Anything anything good is going to get cut off. I'm not going to say anything.
Oh God, you got to talk to that landlord of yours. It is Mr. Furley's killing you. It is Vern's turn. Vern, where are you here? You're in the back with Johnny. Did you hear that song, Vern? You're right there.
Even if I didn't hear it, I feel just instilled with a certain je ne sais quoi, you know, and I feel a little more present, a little more courageous, and a little more indignant.
Sure.
So Vern is going to step over here to the east so he can see this guy. And once he sees him, he's going to make eye contact, and he's going to say, "That was very rude. Don't do that again. Please roll a will save."
Ooh, a little will save. All right, I'll allow it. Okay, this is going to be as tweener as it gets. Actually, no, it's probably a fail. 13.
That fails.
Nice. Get him, Vern.
So that was a little old forbid action, and you may not attack.
I may not attack.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, for
Just
8
for one-
rounds too. That is
For 8
brutal.
rounds, really brutal. So you, I forbid the target to take. I forbid the target a single course of action which it avoids to the best of its ability. So I demand, and one of the options is attack. So you cannot take any action that involves an attack roll or uses a spell or ability that targets a foe or area that includes a foe for 1 round.
This is why I love Save or Suck spells, because when they,
When they work.
when they work, they're great. I love them.
Wow.
I've decided
okay.
I'm taking a new strategy with Vern that Vern loves Save or Suck spells.
Love it. Finally, someone on the network who embraces the Save or Suck. It's a new dawn. It's a new day.
I
That's how
I
feel.
never use them because they usually suck, and because the other because it makes Joe so mad.
Well, in my defense, it only makes me mad because I've never successfully cast an offensive spell in my life. So it's just a personal thing. Other people can probably get their GM to fail, just not me. They pass every time.
Wow, that is a really, really cool moment for Vern there, and you have the vision to see him, right?
I have dark vision.
You have dark vision, so you're fine. Raffo, what do you want to do? I'm sure Vern relays this information to you.
Vern probably does, but Raffo is furious, but he's also encountering difficult terrain on the way to his quarry. So 5 feet there, 10 feet there.
I can reveal some more of the room to you as you walk into the fog of war. It's just like a little alcove here. It's sloped, but not sloped in a way that's going to impede your movement.
Okay. So then 5, 10, 15 to here. Can I take a second diagonal now? Has that been long enough or no? I always forget on diagonals.
Yeah, if you take one diagonal and then do a non-diagonal, you can diagonal.
Okay, great.
again.
So that is, I believe that is exactly 30 feet worth of movement, which is just enough. And as he steps up to this crossbow, this mute currently because he has a bandage over his mouth. Person, he drops as part of the move action the torch on the ground and hits at him.
Yikes!
20 to hit.
20 to hit is a miss.
Oh, no.
So you step up, and what do you do, like a roundhouse?
Go
And he
for the
doesn't
full
sell it.
uppercut. Like
He doesn't
just
sell it.
He doesn't sell it. He's sabotaging the fight.
Wow, okay, a rare miss from Raffo, and it is this dude's turn. He has been forbid to attack. So, I am going to attempt to move through your space.
Okay.
Terrible idea, right? That's going to be CMD plus 5, right?
Correct.
My acrobatics versus your CMD plus 5.
Okay.
All right. Come on. Just let it work. It'll be cool. Damn it. All right. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses, everybody. Here we go. 17.
I got you now, brother.
All right, so he tries to move through your space and fails. So that just stops his movement, right?
And provokes.
And provokes. Swing away.
14 on the die for a 24. I hope that hits.
24 hits.
Okay. Max damage. 17 points of damage.
Wow! Raffo!
And now, where I failed that, can I still move or no?
No, that is that's my understanding anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of super important. So, like, attempt, move. Oh God, how would you do this? Fail moving through character space.
You could just read the acrobatic skill.
You think it'll say there?
Yeah, I mean, tumbling through is...
Matthew's doing a
It's
deep
you move
dive.
anyway, according to what I'm reading. And provoke an attack of opportunity.
You can move through.
But moving through...
You lose the move action. So yeah, I guess you could technically still move, but it would be your second action of the round. If you attempt to move through an enemy space and fail the check, you lose the move action and provoke an attack of opportunity.
That's
so
what I
you
thought.
should still have another move action.
Okay, and I've already provoked, so unless Raffo has combat reflexes, he can't provoke again. So he's going to try and see if Raffo does, because he wouldn't have that information. So he moves here. Anything?
Nothing.
Okay, and then he moves down behind you. Well, obviously, there's no facing, but he kind of like... He wants to attack you, but he can't. Tried to move through your space, so he just moves around you instead. And it is Zakari's turn.
And remember, he can take attacks of opportunity if we can take advantage of that.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that
Until the
right
end
now.
of your turn. Or the beginning of your turn.
Beginning of my turn.
Yeah, so Zakari is going to rush into a position to flank him.
Okay.
I was not planning on this, but this guy just revealed himself, came around, and gave us a chance here.
Yeah,
So
action was pretty
it's a long shot,
great.
but Zakari will swing his Morning Star and miss with a 14. Miss.
Okay. Rafa, from where you're standing, you see like a little sluice leading down, kind of a precarious sloped sluice to the south there, just below you. And then I've opened up the rest of the room as well, just alcoves, and now you see another pillar there to the southwest. All right, moving along, it is Johnny Halfling's turn.
All right, Johnny is gonna step up, and he is gonna pull out Mr. Slingy and put a little bullet in there, and launch a bullet at this guy. Very little chance to hit. That is a 13 to hit.
13 misses. It hits Zakari right in the eye, so much so that Joe has left the stream. He's just left.
Just left.
Because you accidentally hit him with your sling.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe, come back.
Come on, Joe, it's just a sling. He will not suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous skid. All right, then it is Vern's turn. He is no longer forbid of any actions. You may take your turn.
Based on what the descriptions we may or may not have gleaned from the mayor and from the dead guy we talked to and anything else, do I at all recognize this fellow to be the keeper that we're looking for?
You don't have enough information on Hyde to know if this is him. You just don't know. You don't know. You know that upstairs there was one bed. Looks like there was food for one person. So it's possible, but you don't know.
I say, Keeper Hyde?
Hive.
Does he flinch?
Yeah, does he flinch?
I think I keep saying Hyde. Is it Hyde?
He
Hive.
said Hyde. What is it?
Hive.
I say,
in-
Keeper Hive?
He looks up at you, wide-eyed.
They can't see each other.
I can see him.
Nope, I'm doing line of sight right now. There's no way you can see him.
But you, Raffo and Zakari, you see him. Who said that?
Who said that?
All right, well, I'm going to move. I was going to move first. I'm going to move anyway. So I moved to where I have line of sight. I forgot he moved. I say the thing. I see him flinch. And then I say, you won't see anything else for much longer. Please roll a fortitude save.
Oh, come on. You and your creative spell.
Blindness, deafness. Get him. Get him.
Oh, God. All right, I dropped my die. Pulled a Grant. Here we go. Fortitude. Ah, damn it. Come on. 14.
That's a fail.
Ah, damn.
You are permanently blind.
Oh, God.
Oh, wrap it up.
Wow. Oh. All right, let me throw the blind condition on, which is bad. There goes my dex bone and my -2 to my AC, and it's just brutal and awful. All right, it is Rafo's turn.
Rafa,
Blind.
seeing the opportunity for this ungenerous opponent that wouldn't sell any of Rafo's signature moves,
He's gonna get hell in the back.
a chance to open up a new branch of the wrestling world, will let out a Brawler's Flurry. 15 on the first die and a fumble on the second die, a 1. So I think I don't
Let's
get to roll.
resolve the 15. What was
Yep.
the total on that?
Total is a 23.
All right, so that is a hit.
That will be 15 points of damage.
Okay, he is still up, but that is a fumble, my friend. It's a
Brutal.
fumboni.
It's a fun bone. And very generous of you, Troy, to just allow it to be the second attack.
Well, he said a
Very,
15.
very
The die
And a
I've
one.
been using all night for the first attack came up a 15. The die I added to do both at once was the 1. So
Yeah,
if you
Just trying to buy
besmirch my
time.
character one more time, Joseph.
he's a character besmircher. He loves it, especially during the holidays.
Smirching characters and snorting yayo all over the place.
But you're totally right, Joe. I'm sure we rolled a 1 first.
All right, here we go. This one from Gwen. Speaking of Gwen, Gwen.
Your daughter? She's a $15
daughter.
subscriber?
I didn't tell you guys. Gwen moved to Portland. She's doing very well.
Wow.
Gwen
so
from
she can afford $15 a month?
Gwen from Portland, Oregon. It's in my eye. Your weapon, in this case, your badass fists, catches against the wall, floor, or ceiling and causes debris to cloud the air into your own eyes. Roll a reflex save to close your eyes in time or be blinded for 1d4 rounds.
I love this because Rafa does dirty tricks and has thrown sand into people's eyes to blind them, so he's probably winding up for that, and his sachet of blinding dust went off in his own face. It's great.
You know what that is? That's just good booking.
Yeah.
Good booking.
I'm hoping that if Rafa can win the
Tell a
Intercontinental,
story.
that Paul Heyman will represent him soon. It'll be great. Here it comes.
All right, so reflex against his AC.
This is total pass, 26.
26 is a pass. So you're not blinded at all, right? Nothing happens?
That is correct. He closed his eyes in time. He's totally fine.
Okay.
But great fumble, Gwen. Good one. I like that one.
That was
Good.
fun.
Good. And congratulations on your recent emancipation, Gwen.
All right. It is this dude's turn. He's blind.
I'm blind.
All right. He's going to take a 5-foot step right below Rafa there. Oh, God.
It's a pretty good position.
Yeah.
Can you take a 5-foot step when you're blind? You can't even move more than half speed without a check.
Feeling he's using Rafa's muscles to get by. All right, 5-foot step to there. Now, here's my question. If I want to move to here now, use a move action, I can attempt to do so by, to avoid the attack of opportunity, right?
You can't move after you take a 5-foot step, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you can't move. You can take move equivalent actions.
I don't want to take my standard. You know what I mean? So it'd be like a 5-foot step. I'm not taking a standard action. I just want to take another move action.
You can't. I don't believe.
Yeah, it's designed particularly to get people away. You have to take a full withdraw because otherwise
Right.
people
Oh,
will
yeah.
take
So you
5
could
foot
take
steps.
a full withdrawal, which is in effect the same thing. But then you can't do an attack at the end of it.
You would also have to roll an acrobatics check to move faster than half speed.
Right. That I'm fine with. I just want to try it. Well, basically, all right. So say I do a full withdrawal, right?
Yeah.
So that's my first free space. This one would be the one that would provoke. So
Correct.
full withdraw. I'm going to try to attempt to avoid that attack of opportunity. All right, so this is just straight up against your CM Dizzle.
That's right.
21.
Oh, brother. I
Wow.
got you
God,
again.
he's so good.
Oh, no.
I'm hoping with your reduced AC, an 18 will hit you.
18 hits.
Yes!
Oh,
Only 14 points of damage this time.
All right, so this guy fires off an arrow, hits you right in a prime position at the beginning of the round. And then he magically reloads his crossbow without taking an action, and we all just let it happen. And hits you again.
No. I didn't. I tracked all that very closely, and you were fine.
I was fine. Okay, I just realized
Because you can reload the crossbow, fire it, and then take a 5-foot step. I was gonna get on your case if you said that was difficult terrain for Raffo. I was gonna be like, well, it can't be if he took a 5-foot step earlier.
Right.
But you did.
Yeah.
You did it all by the book. You're good.
I was trying to degrade myself. I was trying to cut down myself because I assumed I cheated. All right, good. So this is what happens here. He tries to he's on fire right out the gate, and then Vern casts Forbid Action. You guys close on him. Raffo roughs him up, and now he's just trying to get to this sluice area. And as he moves away from you, you just like sucker punch him, rabbit punch in the
Back of the skull.
He goes unconscious, hits the ground, and starts sliding down the chute. And he's gone and out of sight.
Oh no! What?
And then seconds later, you hear.
A splash.
Are we still in round in initiative order?
You are out of combat.
I'll dive in and try to get him. I have good swim. This is Raffo was made to knock people out and then serve as their lifeguard.
Whoa. Zakari comes up to the opening and it's like, Raffo! And he's just gone. Like,
you see, like the end of his red booties. Yeah.
All right, so Rafa, you're just gonna dive in and slide down.
Yeah, I gotta save him if I can. If he's not dead.
Okay.
I feel bad about everything I did earlier to those patients, so now he's trying to make up for it with his other actions.
Now I'm tempted to stay in initiative order. What do you guys want to do? I'll let you pick. Do you want to stay in initiative order? In which case it would be Zakari's turn, or you just want to like let the action unfold?
No, I say I'm not going down there. So like I say, just take the view to Rafo's what he sees. But I mean, if Vern or Johnny, you guys want to jump down there, then we should stay in initiative order.
I'm wearing armor.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I'm in armor. And...
Well, I'm not. I'm in a mithril chain shirt. That weighs.
What's your swim
6
bone?
pounds. That weighs 6 pounds.
Swim bone.
I have a +4 swim bone. I'm going in with Raffo.
Yeah.
All right. Who dives in first? Rafa?
All right, so Zakari will delay.
Okay. And then Raffo and Vern will dive in. Okay.
Raffo first, because Vern just like hustles after Raffo.
Head first, like it's a slip and slide.
Hey!
This is amazing. I love that you knocked him unconscious right on the slide. It's kind of perfect. It
Is
was
this
clear that
anything
he was
like
trying
Goonies?
he was trying to get there. So you just, Raffo, whoa, start sliding down. Now here's the thing. You're sliding, you're falling. All of a sudden, you see a ledge that you're going to smash your face on. Roll a reflex save.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Come on, baby. Not good. 10.
You smash your face on this ledge. Boom! And as you do, you take 10 points of damage. Glancing blow, you're like, ah! You start spitting. You can taste copper in your mouth. Your mouth's full of blood.
Raffo is thrilled that he is cut for the audience. This blood is really making him cheer.
And you got all of this energy coming straight down. You hit that ledge, and then you just start whoa, spinning, and you splash into the water and take another 4 points of non-lethal damage as you land in the water. Vern, same thing. You're flying down there. I need a reflex save.
I rolled an 11. But can I tell you about my alternate racial trait I took as a goblin?
I would love to know your alternate racial trait.
It's called bouncy.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay.
So it mostly applies to falls, but I wanted to see if maybe a little flavor could apply here. Basically, when I take falling damage, my bones, flesh, and skin are a bit more elastic than those of most goblins, and when you fall, you tend to bounce a little better as a result. So basically, it converts the first 1d6 points of lethal damage to non-lethal on falls.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, so you failed the reflex save. The problem is the falling damage is already non-lethal from you hitting the pool. So I'm going to say you take none of that non-lethal damage. However, you still smash your face and take 7 points of lethal. Because there's this ledge. You're like, boom, 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 and you come down.
Boom, 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 into the water.
Boom, into the water. This is not drawn to the actual scale. Like, this is a hole in the ceiling, and then you fall straight into the water. You're both on your back. You see the body of that dude there, possibly Keeper Hive, and you also see this creature.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
That's bad.
And it just goes and attacks both of you. Let's re-roll for initiative.
Oh my god. What have I done?
What have I done?
Natural 1.
Oh no. This is
Oh my
amazing. I
God.
just love this the story that's being told right now.
Yeah.
All
right, so you-
boom.
So you're not underwater. You can stand, or is you're waiting? Your head's above the
Yeah.
water.
Let me give you a little flav on this room. Oh man, there's a lot happening here. The water is not. I think it's like. You know what? I should make sure. Is this water? Are you swimming?
No.
Now I'm gonna say it's up to like your knees. We'll say.
Okay. Totally inappropriate sound effects. I'll fix that.
He's still at a splash. He's lying down.
No, I guess it would be. Oh God. It's funny. I found out recently that this module was like converted from an old Dungeon magazine module, and so Paizo just kind of grabbed it and put a fresh coat of paint on it. And so there's a lot of stuff in here that's just like, meh. And this is one of those things. Like, obviously, if you would take, here it is. I'm blaming the module, and the text is right here in front of me. But this is a bad example. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's just kind of like, do what you want. It's 20 feet deep, so you are in fact swimming.
Oh, no.
This. So yeah, these little islands are going to be important to try and climb yourself up on. Good question. Good question from the team. Sakari, what'd you roll?
I didn't. I forgot I was involved. 3.
3, and then
That is
with your bonus?
That is a 3.
Okay, Johnny Halfling.
8.
8 from Johnny Halfling. Vern.
4.
4 from Vern. Raffo.
15, brother.
15 from Raffo. Raffo, you will act first. You see the body of that dude just face down in the water. His back still seems to be breathing, but you know it's only a matter of time before he drowns. It's probably what you want. Anyways, but you've got bigger fish to fry because this tentacled purple mushroom is lashing out at you, or preparing to. Why don't we roll a fortitude save, though, for this water that you just is sloshing around in your mouth and getting into your eyes and ear holes and your wiener.
Oh, no. I watched a documentary on that fish that dives up your urethra and kills you. It apparently doesn't really do that, but like, have you ever heard about that? Like a goat eats you? Yeah. Okay,
what man hasn't?
So 24.
What man hasn't? All right, you're okay. Whatever this water is, it's not going to bother you. However, you worry for your friend Byrne.
Okay, and it is now my turn.
Yep.
If it is 20-foot deep water, it seems as if I would need to find something to land a purchase for my body upon. So
It is super calm water, so
Yeah.
if you wanted to get up on that ledge there, you know, you just got to swim over there and you could pull yourself up. You're strong enough.
Okay, then that is what Rafa will do with one move action for all that, or is that like a move and a stand-only?
Yeah, I'll have you roll a swim check. You'd have to really do badly. What's your swim?
My swim is a +8.
Okay, you're fine then. With a +8, you can just move action, get up there right next to that thing.
Okay, then if this thing looks threatening to Rafa, even though he has nothing against vegetables, because you should always eat your vegetables and your vitamins and say your prayers at night, he will swing out at... Well, actually, yeah, he'll swing out at this creature. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, 16 on the die for a 26.
That is a hit.
This is the least damage of all night. 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. You hit this odd phallus-like creature.
Oh, and am I still under touch of good / inspire courage from where I am? I think I would still hit, but I'm going to adjust my...
Oh, touch of good is long gone. I mean, that's one round.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You might still be able to hear the song. I don't know.
Echoing down. I'll say you can still hear it.
Okay, then I will...
because of the acoustics. It's faint, but it's all you need to
damage
do is hear
is the same. Damage is the same, and it would just move to a 25. So we're all set.
Okay, it is its turn. It's going to start swinging with its 4 tentacles.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
How many rounds has it been? So we had some time going down. So 4 rounds, I think, have elapsed going down the tunnel, hitting my head, flopping over. We had a bit of time. I'm just thinking about the 4 rounds that I would be.
For magical healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say after this round, you're good.
Okay.
It's going to swing out at you first, Raffo. 10 to hit is a miss. Second one, 21 to hit.
Miss.
Miss with a 21. So now it's going to go after Vern with 2 more attacks. Come on, Vern, get hit. 15 gets flat-footed.
Still miss.
Okay.
Is there a
Come
swimming
on.
condition?
I don't know.
I'm not. My AC isn't affected by the fact that I'm swimming, right?
I don't think there is a
believe
swimming
so.
condition, but
Cool.
I think when you're swimming, you might lose your dex bonus to AC. Look under or Google.
does not say that.
The biggest
in
thing
Swim.
is how it affects melee weapons and ranged weapons underwater.
Okay.
That's what has the big descriptions, not
Yeah.
ACs.
All right.
Perfect. Yeah, obviously there would be a condition that we would put on. All right, what about a 19 against flat-footed? Last attack.
That hits.
A couple things are going to happen. First, you're going to take 3 points of damage, and then I need you to roll a very important fortitude save.
And would that hit if you weren't flat-footed?
No.
I think this is a little rough, making it against flat-footed as if it's like, you know what I mean? You just kind of had us re-roll initiative. Like, I mean, this was a combat. Like they knew they were going into extreme danger. And
that's why I asked you specifically if you wanted to, like, cinematically move and like get out of initiative order or stay in it, and so you got out of it. And that's why I didn't give them a surprise round. So it would have been because they're ready for you.
Okay, but for the record, I did say we stayed in initiative if anyone else wants to go down there, and then I said I delayed my action. And they went down,
right?
But they would have had a surprise and everything. So you're fine.
Yeah, I'm taking away the surprise because it was kind of we're making things up as we go along here for the cinematic nature of it. But maybe he'll pass the fortitude save, and he does pass the fortitude save. So thank goodness, because this thing does some nasty stuff. I hope one of you gets it, just so I can tell you about it.
I'm sure I will. I'll be there soon, buddy.
Oh, good.
Don't worry.
Just checking. Well, it is Johnny Halfling's turn.
All right, so Johnny, wearing his full alchemical silver coated chainmail lounge suit, can only move 15 feet on a move action. So he's going to double move towards thing. It's like, come on, when the orc fights with this, and he's running over there, and he double moves, and he can just get to the edge of the sluice.
Okay. Now you can see you have some options. One is to just slide down there. Now, obviously, you don't know what's waiting down there, but you did hear probably a scream or a thump or a this or a that. There is a climbing option, but that's going to take a long time. It is the safer option, just letting you know. Vern, what is the extent of your dark vision so I can show you more of the room?
60 feet.
60 feet. Can you give me a little arrow action?
how about this? How about I put on a little aura for you?
Ooh, fancy.
What's the preferred color for auras now, Joe? White?
White.
You're gonna get a little purple.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a big aura. Okay. So
Oh
you
my.
see, as I'm revealing, you see more of the room there. You see there's another one of these creatures.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Do they appear mobile?
They do, but you don't think you don't know what their swimming situation is. They look kind of rooted to the ground, like they could probably move on their little island, but you don't know if they can swim. So there's one just chilling there on that island, and then way up to the north you see like a shore, and just at the edge of the shore there you see a foot,
A foot,
like
eh?
a body. I think that's the extent of your dark vision, as Linus goes straight for my audio equipment. And I click, clock, click, click. All right, it is Vern's turn.
All right. If I wanted to climb up on this rock to the northeast, do I need a swim check for that, or just a climb check, or what would you like?
That's one thing away. For you, I'm going to want a strength check.
Strength or climb?
Climb. You can do climb.
Actually, they're effectively the same.
That's
So
what I
minus one to both.
Yeah.
Hey, 14.
14, yep, you get up, no problem.
Okay, so Vern gets up, and you said I can't. This will be the final round that Rafa cannot be magically healed.
Right. After this round, he can be healed.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will. Okay. Well, let's have a little fun. Vern
That's
is
what
gonna
that's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. Vern is going to cast Spiritual Weapon,
Okay.
Nice.
and a Spiritual Dagger will appear up with the northern creature,
Okay.
and will make an attack.
That's pretty amazing. I love our staple graphic for a spiritual weapon.
So it's a silver greatsword.
Little curved dagger.
I'll make it really small.
There you go. That's better.
How dare you? All right, so
I stab at thee.
did you attack it?
I'm trying. For the life of me, I cannot remember what the 2-hit is on this spell, and every time I forget.
I think it's plus your wisdom, right?
Yeah, it's your wisdom bone to attack.
I think it's your base attack bonus plus your wisdom
Plus
modifier.
your wisdom bone.
base attack bonus plus your wisdom modifier.
Plus your wisdom.
Bam!
Yeah, it's a good call. We should all know that.
Natty 18.
Wow,
Assuming that
critical
hits.
threat because it's keen. That's awesome that you have a keen spiritual weapon.
I mean, how else?
Goblin
can one
alternate
make a
racial
way
trait.
in the world?
Oh, but yeah, he's got bouncy and a keen
sharp.
spiritual weapon. It's from Unearthed Arcana.
Max damage.
Okay.
That is 9 points of damage.
Ooh. Not too shabby.
Not too Shabaroo. Is that an actual book? Because it should be. Unearthed Arcana?
You know,
That's a good title
That's
for a
not
book.
great title.
Yeah, that was one of the original advanced Dungeons and Dragons supplement books.
Oh yeah, it sounds like a perfect supplement book.
Yeah, that's where I was drawing it from, I think, but not purposefully. It's a Gygax book, I think.
Yeah.
Or at least he was
84, I think.
Unearthed Arcana. All right, then that thing is going to act and attack
85.
your spiritual weapon. It's going to take 4 tentacle attacks on your spiritual weapon. 12 to hit.
What is its AC?
It's I don't know.
I can't remember.
It has an AC against touch attacks. I've got that.
Doom, doom, ba-doom. Yeah, it's going to want to attack that, otherwise it's just going to stand there while it gets daggered to death.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I just can't remember what the AC is.
You'd think it would fucking say in the entry.
It's just a long spell text. Hang on.
Right. Somebody help him out!
A spiritual weapon cannot be attacked or harmed by physical attacks, but the spell magic disintegrate, a sphere of annihilation, or a rod of cancellation affects it.
Oh right, because it's incorporeal. It's doing force damage.
Yeah.
Right.
when it hits.
All right, so it just starts swinging out at you and misses. Maybe it'll be wise to it. Maybe it won't. Not much you can do either way. So, moving right along, just move through my 90 windows here. It is Zakari's turn. Zakari, what are you thinking, buddy?
What's going on down there? Are you all right?
Help!
Oh no.
Tentacled creatures!
He looks at Johnny, panic in his eyes. Can you swim? I can't
When
swim.
the tentacled creature bites with it. No, I can't swim.
20 feet of water!
20 feet of water. Oh, with this armor on, I do not know. And he looks around, panicky for a second. Wait a minute. Goes into his bag, pulls out a scroll, reads it, and he is going to cast Air Bubble on himself.
Ooh, a little Sonic the Hedgehog strategy. You always
Yeah,
had
it's
to
a little
grab those
boom.
air bubbles in the labyrinth zone.
But that's really all he can do right now.
No move action? Or the move action was drawing the...
Taking out the scroll, yeah. So
Okay.
that's kind of going to be it for now. So he was thinking about just giving it to Johnny, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe in another round, unless Johnny's bold and just wants to jump ahead. But
Well, luckily they were only in trouble by one, maybe two of these creatures, so maybe they can last another round. And it is a new round, and it's Rafo's turn. Rafo, you socked this little purple wiener. What do you want to do now?
Rafo has a lot of experience socking little purple wiener, so here it comes.
I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody.
I mean, you get what you pay for sometimes, Troy. That's precisely your own fault. Here it comes. The first attack will be a 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Big purple target.
16 points of damage. Oh my god.
Linus is
Oh, hey, Linus.
making an
operation
appearance.
Here.
Cameo.
I'm just going to take
Oh,
you. This is
So
Linus, everybody.
cute.
My cat. And occasionally he comes into my room during the stream. And sometimes you see me reaching down to move him out of the way. There's a lot going on here in the Valley House. What did you do? How much damage?
16 points of damage on the first
Right.
strike.
Still up.
The second strike is an 18 on the die. That is also going to be a hit. That will be the least damage all night with 11 points of damage. Close to min.
Slowly, the mushroom becomes flaccid and passes out.
Blah, 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 blah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Deflates. Spores go everywhere.
Lost interest in you completely.
Was so heavily interested in me for a few moments.
Really interested for a few brief
Really perked up there.
You see the one up near the dagger just kind of flailing about, not doing anything because it can't do any damage to the dagger. And so it moves right along to Johnny Halfling's turn.
All right, Johnny still singing, and he is going to cast dancing lights around himself.
Ooh, that's smart.
As if when this sluice drops into darkness.
We heard the beginning.
We know he's singing.
And the sluice drop into darkness. That's it. All right, so continue to inspire courage.
Yes.
Okay. Johnny slides down and just inspiring himself along the way. Give me a reflex save.
Nobody has passed this yet, Johnny. Can you do it?
I don't think so. 17.
17? You do it.
Yeah, Johnny.
So at the last second, you move your head, avoid this ledge that's sticking out. However, you do plunge down into the lake and take 3 points of non-lethal damage as you land right next to the body of the dude that Rafa knocked down the sluice. All right,
Is it calm water, by the way? Is
Yeah,
it just
totally
sitting
calm
there? Okay.
Oh man, I
But
can't
yeah,
believe the
you're-
sluice is loose.
If you got a low swim, that's the problem. Is you still, until you get up on land, you could drown. You could go under.
I will certainly drown.
unfortunately. So
I got
you're
you,
not out of the
Johnny.
woods yet. It is Vern's turn.
Well, first things first, the spiritual dagger stabs at the mushroom thing.
Yep.
That is a 15 to hit.
15 is a hit.
Okay.
15 AC.
And that is 4 points of damage. Force damage.
All right, so the dagger is just stabbing away at the mushroom. And it is oh, sorry. Yes, now it's your turn.
So Vern is not going to channel for fear of reviving both the mushroom and the keeper dude. So instead he's going to try... Is the guy just floating there, or is he started to sink down into the ground?
He is floating there.
Vern is going to try to reach down and try to haul him onto the rock.
Okay. He's a big dude, but you can certainly grab him no problem with your move action. And then standard, you want to try and pull him, give me a strength check.
Come on, Vern.
Natty 17 for a 16.
That is enough to at least pull him right up to his shoulders, so he's half on, half off. It would take a tidal wave to push him off. So you get him up onto your little island there. All right, now
whatever he's got on him.
Yeah,
Cool gear.
He's sunk. Johnny could get him when Johnny inevitably drowns next round. It is Zakari's turn.
Zakari is standing at the top of this sluice slide, just freaked out. He's got this air bubble around him, and he knows he should be okay. But he's flashing back, man, to the Battle of the Seven Hills, when he was thrown from a ship during a battle.
Who could forget?
And he jumps onto this slide, and it's almost as if sliding down that shattered deck when it was exploded under his feet into the open, salty water, armored. What was he doing in armor on this boat?
It's like it was yesterday for me.
It's like it was yesterday.
Who could forget?
He's
Those
sliding down
billowing
his
sails.
It's flashing back. And he's terrified of what's about to happen. And the shelf comes right at his face. No doubt that it smashes his mouth to pieces. Yep, that is a 7 reflex save.
Just boom. Worse for you, it hit you in the back of the head. So it's boom! Hits you for 7 points of damage, and then you careen into the lake for 4 points of non-lethal. And you land right on top of Johnny, knocking him unconscious as he drowns. No, you land right in the spot where the keeper was, that Vern has now pulled up onto the side. This has to be Keeper Hive.
Okay. And then I will touch Raffo and cast Cure Light Wounds.
Can you? Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, all right, he's right there. So boom.
I guess if I stepped on the thing, that's just the move action, right? And it was like, ah! Do I get a standard, or did that take my turn?
You did an attempt to climb and you just flew right down, then yeah, that's your move, and this is your standard.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch you, buddy, with the Cure Light Wounds.
You the real MVP?
That is 10 points of healing.
Ooh.
Just in case. Just in case.
Okay. Then moving right along, top of the next round, it's Raffo's turn. Vern, I'm just checking. You have 60 feet of vision there. Yeah, you can just see that little foot. And a wide shore on the other side.
Raffo is actually most concerned hearing Johnny kind of splash in there and understanding his relative abilities. He knows that Vern is up on a pile, and that Zakari is nothing if not fastidiously cautious. But he's going to jump into the water, and I don't know. Is there an action he can do to assist Johnny? And can he free willy him? Can he give him a piggyback ride of some sort? He just wants to get him aloft and above the water.
I'm going to say move action, get you into the water, and then standard action, you can grab him.
By the back of his collar, like right where his towel is, to pull him up.
Go ahead and give me a swim check from there. Let's see if you have the strength now holding him. He's armored as well to stay above water, or are you both going to sink?
Okay, here it comes. My swim. It's pretty good. 20.
20. I'm going to say
on the die.
I'm going to say you stay up. You got him. You're a strong dude. You're holding him up, and you hope that you can, next round, swim back and pull him up. And you know it's going to be tough, but if you keep rolling 20s, you'll be fine.
All you got to do is keep rolling Twanzoni.
The violet purple-headed fungus keeps lashing out at the dagger to no avail, and then it goes to Johnny Halfling's turn. Johnny, you're in the strong arms of Rafa Rumblebeard. He perhaps saved you from certain drowning. Is there anything you want to do?
Oh yeah, Johnny's like flailing, and it's just like, when this guy drowns.
Look out, old Johnny's back.
I mean, I'm sorry, Skid, it's so funny every time because you start to talk and then we can hear you and then it's just slowly, as if Grant's just turning you down and then turning you up.
It's as if your microphone is allergic to singing. It's only when you sing.
Right, it's only that timbre just hits it. Or Nick Lowe is somewhere being like, only I may sing.
Wait, give Skid a second to come back. Skid,
Yeah.
you have the floor.
Hello.
There it is.
Hi.
So what was the result?
I just give you a middle.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, boy. Well,
I don't know why your microphone hates roleplay.
Live streaming in the quarantine age. Woo!
woo! Vern, you're up.
Is the guy secure? Like, could I leave him and assume he'd be?
You walk away and he just slides back into the water.
Yeah, you could. He's probably fine.
Okay, Vern is going to take a quote-unquote running jump, but because I don't have 10 feet of movement, I'm physically incapable of jumping to this rock to the northwest. But
Okay.
I imagine it's going to look a little bit like Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, just kind of like up into the air, his legs moving, he hovers there for a minute, and then he plops into the water.
Well, you can do a long jump even from standing, can't you?
Because I don't have 10 feet to get a running start, it would be DC 30.
Yeah, it's.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
I mean,
Down
you
it as a
could
jet.
What's your
argue.
athletics bonus?
+5.
Yeah, no. Okay, let's see.
Would you give it to me on a natural 20?
Yeah, I'll give it to you on a natural 20.
All right.
Why not?
Natural 3.
Ah, even worse. The guy
I-
falls off as you jump, like kick him, and he slides into the water. And then you fall in as well.
I want that stuff. All right.
That's so
He's like,
good.
"See ya."
Vern is going to swim towards the rock.
And then he's underwater.
Good visual joke.
Oh man.
Oh, so Vern is going to swim towards this rock.
Swim check.
Natty 18.
Better be.
And then basically, I don't know how to. You can swim what, quarter speed or half speed?
Yeah, I mean, from
You
where
can move half your speed
from where you were, you can get up on there. We'll
as
say.
a full round action.
Give me the strength check just for flavor's sake to say you pull yourself up on this little rock island.
8.
8. Yeah, that's fine. And then your dagger can go.
Oh yeah, I forgot my dagger. That is a 22.
Yup.
And that is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. It just kind of 5-foot slides down to the edge of the things when it sees you getting close. But it's reaching out towards you, but can't reach. And it is.
Wait, can I see more of the foot?
Oh, I forgot. You sure can. In fact, from where you're standing, you can see pretty much everything. You see that the room kind of ends just beyond where that body lies, but the body is surrounded by 2 more of these creatures.
Oh dear. Oh wow, this is a legit fight we dropped into here.
Yeah, and he was trying to get down here to like have a moment so he could regroup, but Rafa knocked him out before he could slide down.
And my spiritual weapon's only going to last 5 rounds. So we're going to need to...
And you've already used 3 of those.
3.
All right, Vern. It is now Zakari's turn. Vern, I'm assuming now that Vern sees that, he's relayed all this information to you. There is a body, and there's 2 more of these creatures.
Okay. Zakari will first attempt to swim. See if it's possible. Of course, obviously not. Obviously not. That is a -1. So he goes under.
Go under, yes.
In so doing, though,
Air bubbles, so you don't have to worry about drowning.
yeah, and tell me if this is cool. As he starts flailing down, he believes it's going to be very important to give Raffo everything that he can. So he's going to reach out and touch Raffo's foot just as he's sinking underwater, and give him a resistant touch, and pass on the bonus to saves that I always have to Raffo for 1 minute. So you get a +2 to all of your saves.
Oh, nice. I thought
So
he would
that-
have to take your saves. I'm like, that's just mean.
No, yeah. So you get a +2 to all your saves. So hopefully, if you get into it with these things, you can have a higher fortitude save if that shit goes down.
Very cool.
Very cool. All right, Joe. As Zakari slides underwater, he reaches out, grabs
Glorp.
Rafa.
Glorp.
All right. Top of the new round. It is Raffo's turn. Raffo, you knock this one out. You've got Johnny. What do you want to do? Do you want to deposit Johnny on that island with the dead fungus? What are you thinking?
Well, this room is so large, I almost want to swim Johnny on my back over to where Vern is. Do you think I can do
Ooh.
that?
I don't think you have the movement because you only go half speed when you're swimming.
Okay.
Can you go?
Then I'll
You double move though, right?
You tell me, boss. If I can't get there, I will put it on top of the first rock where I defeated the purple.
Give me a swim check.
Okay, here it comes. 22.
22. All right. Success means you may swim at up to half your speed as a full round action. So you cannot make it there this turn. But now knowing that information, if there's another place you want to try and go with half of your speed, you can.
Yeah, I'd like to take Johnny up to the top of the rock. 30 Rockefeller.
romantic.
Buy him a nice dinner.
Give me a strength
Go to
check
rainbow.
here, just for make sure you can pull yourself up there.
15
super-
again for a
yeah.
total of a 19.
Boom. And you drop Johnny there.
Perfect. And that will be, I guess, what knowledge would these things fall under? I don't think anyone's done a knowledge check on them yet.
Dungeoneering should be.
Probably. Which
I think you're right.
Or nature, if they're actually natural.
Yeah, no, actually it is nature.
I'm unable to make said check, so that will end Raffo's turn as a hero.
All right. What a hero he was. Let me just make sure that it is that. Yes, nature. Okay. Moving right along. It is Johnny Halfling's turn. Johnny, you are on that little island, safe. Just don't sing.
No. Johnny is going to.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, I was
This is
kidding.
so-
Oh my god.
That was good. That was good.
Cry for skit.
I'm going to do a knowledge nature check. That is a 17 on these things.
Knowledge Nature 17. They are known as violet fungi. They are immune to mind-affecting effects. And if they hit you with their tentacles, you have to try and withstand their rot ability, where your skin start rotting at an accelerated rate. It's
Oof.
bad.
Okay. He shouts all that out.
Violet fungi! More like violent fungi, am I right? Not so funky at all. Merry Christmas. It is Vern's turn.
So first things first, the spiritual weapon will go.
Yep. Try to clear that path.
Natural 2 misses, and Then he will draw Iphigenia. And from where I think he has a... Is that rock? Oh, no, he doesn't have a clear shot at this guy. Well, if he goes to this far corner of the square...
I think if it's any of your... If you can get one clear shot, it'll just get cover, we'll say.
Okay.
Right? Isn't that how it is? Any one of your squares passes through. Somebody help me out here, Joe.
Well, sorry, what?
Cover.
What about
Well,
it?
you could also be shooting through that other one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have the corner of the square is clear.
All right, you know what? Forget
But
it.
some of it passes through the rock, and you're
Let-
shooting through this dude. So
Let's make
gonna
it
be a tough
easier. I won't draw Iphigenia. Instead, I will try to jump to this rock, fail, and then swim up to get on the rock.
okay, give me the swim check.
Natural 20 on the acrobatics check to jump.
Oh, okay. I'll say you land perfectly. then.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
My beautiful bouncy boy.
Yeah, he bounces himself off the rock, and then he lands there and draws his bow. That's
Okay.
his turn.
Meanwhile, as you were jumping, this thing was reaching out at you, but it could not. It could not hit you. So it is Zakari's turn. You're underwater.
All right, I'm going to attempt one more time, I guess, to swim. Ooh, natural 20.
Okay, you're above water, and you can now move at half speed as a full round action.
Okay, then he will move. Can I try to, stand on this bit of rock here?
Yeah, I've been making people roll strength checks, but we'll keep things moving here. You get up there, no problem.
Okay, so that's it. That's his round.
Raffo,
He pulls himself up.
Raffo, you see Zakari has pulled himself up next to you. You saved Johnny. What do you want to do?
This doesn't make sense to me, but I'm still gonna ask if I can do it because that's how I play. Rafa would like to be able to run 10 feet. It's through Johnny and Zakari's square, but he wants to be able to run 10 feet to land on the edge of where Vern is.
Yeah, so you can move through your ally's square, but I don't think you can
Jump
run.
through
If it's
it,
supposed to be a
right.
technical run action, you need that to be unencumbered.
Okay.
Not encumbered, but unblocked.
Right. And a standing jump? Is there a limit on standing jumps? Were you looking that up, Matthew? Did you have that off the top of your head?
Yeah, the DC,
The DC is
doubles.
just double.
Okay, so I'll standing jump to where this guy is.
Okay.
As one move, I guess.
And that's a gimme for you with your acrobatics.
I'll roll it. It is a 27.
Yeah, no problem.
17 on the die. And then second move action, I'd like to jump to that rock. So doing a little hopscotcherino over here.
All right, let's look at what that distance is. That's going to be a DC 30 acrobatics check.
Okay, then I'll jump in the water. I guess. Right? So I'll dive in. Is that the extent of a move action to just dive in because now I'm swimming and it's a different move? Or can I continue to swim a little bit?
Swim checks make me want to stop playing
Yeah, me too.
role-playing games.
Let's say I move 5 more feet.
Yeah,
Let's just bargain there.
Let's say I move 5 more feet.
you know, it's like it's late and it's like, God, it's part of the game. You make a swim check
All
once
right,
per
7
round
and a
when
half.
you're in the
5
water.
offer.
All
I'm
right,
in the
so
water.
yeah, no, your swim checks are fine. If you're rolling natural one,
You can
not
just
fine.
jump in the water. So, if it's like a 5-foot jump, it's doubling it as DC 10. If it's a 10-foot jump, doubling it as DC 20. So you can just land somewhere 10 feet ahead in the water. You don't have to swim there. You can just jump.
Okay, I'll land 10 feet ahead with a
That's
DC
fine.
20.
fine.
23.
Perfect. You're in the water. Moving right along, it's Johnny Halfling's turn.
Johnny is just going to keep singing, and not role playing at all. for
Okay.
fear of-
Johnny's going to sing
Aw.
and not role play. Let's flash things forward here. So if Johnny's intention is to stay there and not go into the water because it's certain death from Zakari, is that your intention as well? Or are you going to try and swim or jump from rock to rock?
I'm going to try to swim. So
Okay.
let's jump from rock to rock.
How long does Air Bubble last?
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
1 minute.
All right. And Vern and Raffo, you're going to make your way to the shore, right?
I'm gonna
Correct.
start. Vern's idea is just to start peppering the far mushrooms with arrows from where he is.
By the way, if you're trying to move things along, it is possible. I was doing all this reading as we were playing. It is possible for Zakari to literally just go down 20 feet underwater and walk to the other end and come up to the other
end. Right. Okay.
He moves at half speed, takes -2 to attack rolls and stuff like that. So like it's definitely possible.
Also, you'll hurt your ears.
Yeah. Well, air bubble.
Oh, air bubble protects. Yeah.
Right.
Good.
Yeah. With rare bubble, you're going to be fine with that. Rapo, it's going to take a little more time. I just want to get this nitty gritty stuff out of the way. But if Vern's going to start using ranged attacks from there, that's fine. Whose turn was it? It was Johnny. So Vern, it's your turn.
Okay. Do you want me to
do your spiritual dagger first?
Okay. Spiritual dagger.
Is this the last round of the dagger?
Yes. Natty 15. So that's a 22.
An incredibly effective spiritual weapon.
8 points of damage.
Okay, that is enough to take out the purple-headed mushroom. Yeah. So 2 of them are gone, 2 remain. This one's real purpose was just to hamper you if you got close enough. Now you don't even have to worry about that. Now it is your actual turn, Vern.
Okay, I'm going to take a shot at the. I believe I have clear line of sight on this guy on the eastern mushroom. So I'll take a shot with Iphigenia. That is a natty 17. For a 26.
26 is a hit.
7 points of damage. Magical.
7 points of magical damage. Boom! Vern's on fire.
Dude, Vern, MVP.
This is the best night Vern has had.
I know. It really is. It's started. Yeah, but it's also, we're going to stop and you're going to be like, I need to rest. I have no spells.
Yeah, I use a lot of spells.
Yeah, we haven't used anything. But yeah, you've been crushing it. Crushing it.
It's fitting since you won't survive this book. Zakari, you're up. Do you want to just jump in and go straight to the bottom and start walking
Sure,
across?
Yeah. I'll jump in, go straight down, and then I'll just say I can move 10 feet this round.
Okay.
But the next round I can move 20 feet on the bottom.
Just strolling across the floor. And
yeah, why am I going to try to like thrash around? Just use the magic and guidance of Asokar to see me across.
You got air bubble. Yeah, why not?
Also, it's very important that I move slowly. And make sure that Raffo gets there first and takes all the attacks of these creatures.
Of course. Raffo, let's just move things along here. Tell me what you want to do.
Raffo will swim directly to the edge of the larger precipice upon which the mushroom and the spiritual weapon had a battle for the ages. And then we'll climb check up, and then his plan is to leap across next round. So do you want the swim and the climb check?
You don't need to do a swim check in calm water. You can take 10 as a trained swimmer.
So climb check 18.
Nope.
Boom.
You're fine. I don't care about these checks anymore. It'd be one thing if Johnny was like, you know what? I'm going to brave it. But you're fine. Got it. Okay. That was Raffo. It is Johnny's turn.
I'm going to just flavor sing and hold. I stopped inspiring courage.
Okay. And you see that the...
I'm going to flavor keep it on my hero lab, though.
Fine.
Yeah, me too.
The mushrooms have kind of moved up to protect their territory and protect perhaps their meal back there. That man laying there who you can see is dressed in the garb of the crows. Now that you're closer, Rafa.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
And it is Vern's turn. Vern, you've been firing away. What do you got?
Take a shot. Same guy.
Same dude.
Vern, it's your turn, Vern.
It's your turn, Vern.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
God damn. Absolute beast.
Max damage again. 7 points of damage.
Oh, Vern. You're going to make life
on fire.
A lot easier for the rest of the guys.
I just love you like turning and calling this back into the cave to whoever is listening.
Iphigenia's on fire!
Are you watching this?
Are you seeing this? Can you see this? Zakari, you can move. Double move, you like?
Yeah, I'm going to take it a little slower. I'm going to move 10 feet, and then I'm going to do... I'm going to move 10 feet, and then I'm going to do a detect magic at the bottom of this lake while I'm walking, just to see if there's any residual magic here lingering on the bottom of this place.
Okay. Well, since it extends 60 feet in every direction around you, you don't detect anything down there, but you do detect some up and on that island where
we're headed to.
That you're headed to.
All right, so all he would get is a sense of magic there in one round. So no locations or anything. But yeah. Okay,
well,
great.
No. I don't
take that for free.
No. That is correct. What you did. I'm saying he doesn't know. Like it's on that square.
I
You
see.
know what I mean?
Okay, good. Fucking Rotho's turn.
Rafa is going to go ahead and make a long jump. His launch point is from the tip here. So I think...
Ooh. All right, so that would be just straight DC.
That'd be DC 30 there.
DC 30.
So I'm going to go for this 20-foot jump is going to be a DC 20, correct? And this would be a DC 25?
Yeah, you want to do that 25?
All right, I'll do the DC 25.
Yeah, what happens if you miss? Like, you only go as far as what you hit? Do you know what I mean? Like, you should just roll it and go as far as you...
yeah, maybe.
Doesn't that sound more fun?
That does sound like fun. That sounds like fun.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
just roll it and you go as far as you roll.
19.
19. All right, so we'll give you that extra foot. You can go 20 feet.
Boom. Right at the base of the shore, ready to climb up, ready to pounce at these fungal predators. Next
Question:
round.
Was that a full round to get there? Still have.
I think
another action.
a long jump is just a move action. So I think I get a up if that is just one action, the long jump. I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be. So, and I'm just looking to see if they say that that's a full round action.
Acrobatic skill is base DC.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm sure we're doing this wrong, anyways.
Okay,
Doesn't really
cool,
matter.
perfect.
I mean,
all right.
everything I'm reading is just implying that like all acrobatics checks for horizontal jumps are to jump over pits. You know what I mean? Like it's all just talking about pits.
Yeah.
You can attempt a DC 20 reflex save to grab the edge if you fail by 4 or less. If you fail by 5 or more, you fail to make the jump and fall or land prone, or land prone in case of a vertical jump. So yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
I need to make a module that's a summer vacation in the Finger Lakes region, jumping from gorge to gorge. Yeah, Rafa will climb up if there's no objections.
Yeah, just climb up.
All right, cool.
You want to
It says for a running jump, the result of your acrobatics check indicates the distance traveled in the jump.
Oh, good. All right, so
we did that right.
Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then I get up to here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so you pull yourself up and you get onto this little shore in the back. It is the fungus's turn. This one here is going to make it all up in your business. And let's see, where was he? He was here, right? Yeah. Actually, he's going to 5-foot step to there and attack you from 10 feet away with 4 attacks.
This is a smart fungus, I
It's
gotta
got
say.
reach
He's got 10 feet reach.
and an
Low-
intelligence of at
low
least
chance
5.
to hit.
Amazing.
19.
Miss.
He's gonna almost no chance. I need a natural 20. 14.
Nope.
All right. 23.
Miss.
Oh yeah,
wow.
I literally need a natural 20 to hit you. So it's +4, +4, +4, +4. Last roll, 18 on the die. Oh yeah, 23 and a 22. So it just slap, 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 slap. You're in great shape because it can't hit you unless it rolls a natural 20. But if it does, yikes! All right, it is Johnny Halfling's turn.
Johnny he's going to send his dancing lights across the cavern over to the opposite island with the Freudian horrors.
Okay.
atop it.
All right, so Johnny lights up the rest of the room.
Sometimes a violet fungus is just a violet fungus.
That's true.
You see these horrible shadows on the wall. Oh God, what is that? Oh no! And it is Vern's turn. Light him up, Vern.
Vern's gonna light him up. Same guy. Iphigenia. Natural 20. I swear to God.
Finally.
There it is.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
To confirm.
Absolute lunacy.
Natty 14, so 22.
That is confirmed crit. Vern continues to be on fire.
I found my medium.
My gosh, amazing.
Wow.
All right, this one from Ryan in California.
All right.
2 is better than 1. Your projectile splinters as you fire. If
Yeah.
there's, as long as you have line of sight on a second target, and target is within 30 feet,
Of
your
the other
projectile
target.
hits
Yeah.
both targets.
Nice.
30 feet of the other of each other. Or
It
30
says
feet of
it's only targets within 30-foot cone from the. It says from the caster. This is for a ranged crit. So, but yeah, 30-foot cone from you. So I don't think it is, right?
It's fine. Just have it hit both of them. Roll damage.
Your projectile hits both targets. Double damage on the main target. Normal damage on the second target. So triple damage on the main target.
Yeah.
Double damage on the second target.
Oh, because it's a longbow?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 15 points of damage on the main target.
Dead.
Yes.
And
Oh my God!
you said minimum one,
Double on the other one.
Double damage on the other one.
2 points of damage on the other one.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I rolled a 5 and a 1.
All right, Zakari, you're up.
Zakari just moves 20 feet through the water.
Raffo, take it home.
Take it home. Take it to
Finish
the
it.
bridge.
Finish it!
Little shuffle on the ground. 5-foot step up into a brawler's flurry. Wait. First attack will be a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
That is max damage, 16 points of damage.
Oh, boy.
And the second attack is a 12 to hit.
That is a miss.
Oh, no.
Wow.
If he hits you with a nat 20 and leaves you with this rotting disease, I'm going to be enraged.
I thought one of you would get rot. All right. Here we go. I only hit Vern once. The way they're spaced out and where they don't get in the water, I knew it was a low chance. Can I roll a natural 20? I got 4 chances. First one, natty 18. Second one, natty 12. Third one, natty 15. I'm circling the wagons.
You'd hit Zakari with every attack.
Natty 4.
Oh,
Miss. Johnny Halfling. Johnny, you see this all going down. You got a front row seat.
He's shouting out, "Go get him, Raffo! Get it!"
Eat popcorn with one of those foam fingers that says Raffo. Vern,
Kill
you're
that
up.
phallic weirdo.
It's my specialty, brother.
All right, Vern's going to take a shot, though. He's going to take a -4 because this thing's now in melee.
Yep.
That is 21 to hit with the
That's a
-4.
hit, dude.
Okay.
With the minus, you rolled a 25 to hit?
Yeah, I rolled a 17
Oh my God.
You're +8. You should be
Incredible
using
night.
that thing all the time.
because it does 1d6 points of damage. That is 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay.
That's good, though.
It's just.
Do me a
freaking
favor,
fantastic.
Vern. Oh God, it doesn't matter. I forgot this. When you off fifth, forget it. You guys all fell in the water. I forgot to have you roll fortitude saves. I only had Rafa roll.
Oh,
doesn't
it's
really-
dirty brackish water.
Yeah, you did like second for 2d6 rounds. It would have been a -2 to hit. That's all right. I forgot. And
21, if that makes you feel better.
yeah, well, you didn't. You may have passed the fortitude save. So I just after Rafa fell down, I didn't have anybody else roll. All right, Zakari, you're up.
Zakari's going to just push himself off the bottom and get purchase on the edge of the shore here and start walking up on shore.
Rafa, you got the final hit in you?
I think I do, brother. It's time
I mean, the
for
music
a
is
little
appropriate, man. Finish him!
flying elbow drop. Here it
Oh, you
comes.
roll a natural one, I'll be enraged.
16, 24 to hit for
Hit.
a total of 13 points of damage.
Dead Zony!
Oh,
my God. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Take the final purple mushroom out. Guys are sitting there all throughout the room, scattered. Vern's on his own island. Zakari just pulls himself up next to Raffo, and Johnny's just kind of watching from the back, also keeping an eye on the other guy with the baklava in his mouth, so he doesn't float away, watching him. You're like, is that Keeper Hive? Is that Keeper Hive? No, that guy's dressed like a crow. Raffo and Zakari, you see there's bones and skulls scattered about the entire floor here. Probably the remnants of meals that these violent fungi have been sharing. But one of these skeletons is still intact and is dressed in crow armor. You see that it's not a fully intact body. It's actually just the skeletal remains of a crow just lying slumped on the northwestern beach. If you walk over there, you see amid the remains is a distinctive-looking longsword.
Oh, yes. Yep,
And
we'll walk over.
Magic.
Yep. Yep, we'll walk over there. We'll pick it up. We'll spellcraft it.
Okay. You pick it up and you see etched in the hilt a name, Eldrine.
Eldrine.
Eldrine. Maybe it was the crow's name, the wielder of this sword. Maybe this guy's been missing for a long time, and you can give the family some peace, letting them you found the remains.
Unfortunately, we can't tell them we found his sword.
Right. We found his wallet. We found his wallet. There's no cash in it, but here's the
sword
ID.
The sword was gone. Want to roll spellcraft on that sword?
Yes, sir. Natural 1. I mean, just what a night. What a night.
Shout out the
Sword.
detailed description of it to Johnny, and he'll do a spellcraft.
He shouts out a detailed description of it, echoing across the lake water.
16.
16. That might be enough for this amazing sword. And we'll see you next week.
Oh, come on!
Come on.
Give us one of its 3 magical properties.
Okay. It does have 3. It's
Oh no! Oh, we just lost you. Oh, we just... Oh, brutal.
long sword.
Nicely done, Troy. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
You.